Welcome to our theCNSWIPOWER channel. In this video, we hope it helps you better understand and select the appropriate mode. SWIPOWER SRC 4000 volt amperage parameter adjustment of hybrid inverter. Long press the enter for 3 seconds. Enter setup mode. Press the up or down to select the program settings. Then press the enter to confirm the selection. Or press the ESC to return. To restore your inverter, press the enter to settings. Press the down to GOE. To restore your inverter. Setting item 1 is for setting the output power priority. S is solar energy, U is utility power, B is battery power, SUB is the default solar priority. Utility power is used as a second supplement. Next is battery power. USB prioritizes utility power. Solar energy as a second supplement. Battery used as a third supplement. SBU prioritizes solar energy. Battery power is used as a second supplement. Utility power is used as a third supplement. Setting item 2 is used to set the maximum charging current, which is the sum of the charging currents from utility power and solar power. The maximum value can be set to 120 amperes. Setting item 3 allows you to set the range of AC input voltage. The APL option corresponds to a voltage range of 90 to 150 voltage. UPS option corresponds to a voltage range of 90 to 150 voltage. Setting item 5 is for selecting the battery type. The available options are maintenance-free lead-acid battery, flooded lead-acid battery, the custom battery type, and lithium battery. USC is a user-defined mode. If you choose the custom battery type, you can adjust the settings of items 26, 27, and 29 according to your needs. Set parameters such as battery charging voltage and low DC cutoff voltage. When the user defines LIB option, solar energy or utility power is present. When selecting the user-defined LIC option, if selected, connects to paste to 3 to BMS. And auto enables lithium battery activation lib function built-in. When selecting the LIP option, if selected, connects to paste for 8.5 BMS. And auto enables lithium battery activation lib function built-in. When selecting the LIL option, if selected, connects to pylon for 8.5 BMS. And auto enables lithium battery activation lib function built-in. Setting item 6 is used to enable the auto restart function during overload. Setting item 7 is used to enable the auto restart function during over temperature. Setting item 9 is used to set the output frequency. You can choose between 50 and 60 Hz. Setting item 10 is for setting the output voltage. You can select 100 volts, 110 volts, 115 volts or 120 volts. Setting item 11 is for setting the maximum charging current from utility power, which can be set up to 80 amperes. When selecting SBU, this value will serve as the battery voltage criterion for switching the charging power source from battery power to utility power. Setting item 13 is the opposite of setting item 12. When the battery voltage rises to the value set here, the device will switch back from utility power supply to battery power supply. After setting options 12 and 13, disconnect the input voltage, then restart the utility power. Only with the setting will it take effect. Setting item 16 is used to set the charging power source priority. The SNU option means both solar power and utility power can charge the battery simultaneously. The OSO option means only solar power is used to charge the battery. The CSO option means solar power is the first priority to charge the battery, and utility power is only used when solar power is unavailable. Setting item 18 is for the buzzer switch. Setting item 19 is the auto return to default screen function switch. When selecting this option ESP, no matter how the user switches screens, after 1 minute of button-free operation, will automatically return to the default display screen. If selected REP, the display screen will stay at latest screen user finally switches. Setting item 20 is for the backlight switch of the screen. LON is backlight on, LOF backlight off. Setting item 22 is used to enable or disable the alarm when priority is blocked. OF is the alarm off. Setting item 23 is used to set whether to enable bypass when overload occurs. If this function is enabled, the inverter will automatically switch to utility power when an overload occurs in battery mode. BYD is to disable bypass. BYE is to enable bypass. Setting item 25 can enable the fault code recording function. FEN record enable. FDS record disable. Setting item 26 is used to set the voltage for bulk charging. If you choose USE in setting item 5, the next settings items 26, 27, and 29 can be configured. When the battery charging voltage reaches this value, it will automatically switch to the boost charging stage. Setting item 27 is used to set the voltage for float charging. When the battery charging voltage reaches this value, it will automatically switch to the float charging stage. Setting item 29 is used to set the voltage for under voltage discharge termination. Setting item 30 is the switch for enabling the battery equalization charging function. It is disabled by default. Selecting the EEN option enables this function once enabled. You can further configure the battery equalization charging function through setting items 31 to 36. Setting item 31 is used to set the voltage for battery equalization charging. Setting item 33 is used to set the duration of each battery equalization charging mode. Setting item 34 is used to set the extension time for battery equalization charging. It extends the duration when the battery equalization charging set in item 33 has not reached the equalized voltage set in item 31 and cannot exit the equalization mode normally. The extension time is based on the value set in item 34. Setting item 35 is the frequency of equalization charging, which is set to every 30 days by default. Setting item 36 can be used to immediately enable or disable the equalization charging mode. Setting item 37 is used to enable grid connection operation. It is set to OFF by default, indicating off-grid status. If you choose HYD, the solar energy will supply power to the load first and charge the battery. Excess power will be fed into the grid. Setting item 38 is used to set the grid current. Should be carried out by professionals in compliance with professional certification and local grid specifications. Setting item 39 is the switch for the RGB light. The RGB light can be used to identify the current operating mode of the inverter, with red indicating battery mode, blue indicating utility mode, and purple indicating PV mode. Setting item 41 is used to enable dual AC output. It is disabled by default if you choose L2O. The inverter will execute AC output according to the specifications in the parameter table. Setting item 42 is used to set the voltage value for entering dual output mode. When selecting the L2O option, inverter turns on dual output mode, can supply power to different loads simultaneously. The main output is usually equipped with high-power devices such as air conditioning. The second output is specifically designed for lighting and refrigerators, implementing load grading management for monitoring and other non-electrified equipment. When the battery voltage is lower than the voltage we set, the main output is turned off. The second output can still continue to supply power to critical equipment. Output power not exceeding 1,000 to 100 watts. Ensuring basic electricity supply and improving electricity reliability. Parameter settings. The default enabled voltage for the 24-volt model is 22 volts. The default enabled voltage for the 40-volt model is 40 volts. Parameters can be set according to your needs. So far we have completed the configuration of all the settings. For the theCNSWIPOWER SRC 4000VA all-in 1 solar inverter, If you have any questions about inverter settings or other questions about CSWIPOWER products, please leave a comment in the comment section. Thank you for watching and we look forward to seeing you.